once you are away from your body, do you experience a certain amount of freedom? And hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I don't know if you can hear this or not, but we have a massive storm that's coming in right now. The south is getting hit with tornadoes. We're getting wind and rain. As a matter of fact, the wind is so strong that it blew off the railing to my balcony in the back. But I do have some good news. If you recall last week's video, I said that I was going to do a video where you could download the audio. Buddy's talking to me right now, where you could download the audio and you could go through the audio yourself to see what you come up with based on that session. That was last week. I then said that this week I would have the results of that session. So that's what we're going to be seeing today. Now, one thing that I did that was a little bit different is normally I use Adobe Audition for all of my audio work. This time I used a free program that most of you probably know called Audacity. I put the session audio into Audacity and I followed my own instructions that I passed on to you, and that was to amplify the audio and then apply noise reduction. Amplify again, apply more noise reduction, and then you will start hearing things. So what you are going to hear in this video was the audio from last week's video, last week's session that was examined through Audacity. There are parts of this that either I'm talking over the response or the response is faint or goes by pretty quickly. So those areas I will repeat. I'm not going to repeat all of the replies simply because I think some of them are pretty understandable. But the ones that I feel might be a little more difficult, I am going to repeat. And I'm also going to have a timestamp on all of the audio so that you can go back if you still want to and you can try to pull that audio out yourself. Now, I want to give a shout out to an engineer buddy of ours by the name of Rafael Delgado. Rafael, thank you. He suggested to me that perhaps I use a loop antenna instead of just the... Now, why is this keep... Look at that. It's like overexposed right now. Okay, that's better. And I have it locked, so it shouldn't be doing that anyway. He suggested using a loop antenna so that I'll be able to pull more frequency. So I made a loop antenna, and it actually worked a little too well. The microphone, it cut the microphones out. So what I'm going to do, I was going to rebuild the loop microphone, but I think what I'm going to do is take Raphael's advice, still use a loop microphone, but now I'm going to redesign the entire box. Again, this one is purely a prototype. Now I want to do something a little more formal, so that will be happening within this week. So I may or may not have a video next Sunday, guys, simply because this week, this particular video has put me really behind on my day-to-day life stuff. So I may have a video, I may not. Bear with me. If I don't have a video this upcoming Sunday, I will have one the following Sunday. So if you have not yet subscribed, I see a lot of people who are repeat visitors, but they have not yet subscribed. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, guys, and pass on the information that we're talking about in this channel. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to the American Paranormal Magazine for publishing my findings on the frequency of spirit. Many of you have already received your copies of that magazine. You're not. Here, I want you. There you are. You gotta relax, okay? Relax. So again, having that published completes the final portion of the scientific method that's used to actually prove things scientifically relevant. You're not just taking my word for it. I'm not just saying this is scientifically proven. The steps have gone through, everything has been documented, and it's now been published so everybody can see and I've shared those results. All right, guys, so we're going to get on to the session, and I welcome your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. All right, guys, so here we go. I wanted to actually do a session during the day. So if you can see, it is actually, let me adjust that, it actually is daylight out. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the ultrasonic device. 1 click, 2 clicks. Okay, and there are the tone adjustments that I promised you. Turn up the volume. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Magnets on my hands just in case this happens to do anything. Hello, this is Philip. I put an invitation out earlier today saying that if there's anybody who wants to come through and speak, you're more than welcome to. I have 2 ways in which you can try to communicate if you like. You can come through the top of this and speak into these sensors. You can also come through the back of this. You can also come through the back of this device right here, and it'll light up if you're here. I'm wondering, we have rain outside. I'm wondering if I should. I've used the fan in the past to create air movement. I'm wondering if I should do that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to put the fan on low. And that's going to blow some air in the general direction of the sensor. I mean no harm. I come here as a friend. I come here with curiosities and questions. And I'm trying to develop a way that is truly an honest way that we can communicate with those who have left their bodies. Is there anybody who wants to come through and try to help out? I do welcome the gateways and the doorways to be open, and I do ask that my guides and my protectors and those who have my best interest at heart to please be here to guide over this session. If there's anybody here, are you able to hear me? are we able to have any type of direct communication back and forth? If there's any spirits here, can you give me your name, please? I have this copper on top here, which should give you a little bit of a boost. I'm also running at 2 different frequencies. At about 30 kilohertz, not that you know what that is, I don't want to assume, and then at about 80, 75, 80 kilohertz. Is there anybody who has any kind of message they want to give off, or relay to us? I asked if you could come through the top and speak, and there was a young lady who came through and said, "I can't." Why is that? Is there anything that I can do to improve your ability to speak through this device? Your ability to speak through this device. You know, one thing that we never consider is, do you even want to talk to us? Once you are away from your body, do you experience a certain amount of freedom? Is there any spirit or soul that is around me often? If so, can you give me a name, please? And if not, may I ask why? Is there anything that we who are still in our bodies can do to help out, or is there anything that you need or want from us? Okay, I'm about to call this to an end. Are there any final messages that you would like to give? I want to thank you for your time. If you came through and spoke, thank you. I am going to ask that all spirits and souls please return back through the gateways and the doorways which you came. Please do not attach, please do not follow. I thought I heard something right there. Okay, I want to thank you for your time. And I do ask those gateways and those doorways please be closed, okay? Thank you. Bye. So there was a section in this video where to me it sounded like it said daemons here, or daemons in there. Some of you might say, no, they're saying demon. To me, if we listen to it, it sounds like it's D-A instead of D-E. Daemon, of course, being spirits that were neither good nor bad. They were messengers from those of us on the earth realm to God. If you look up daemon, you can see the description of it. That is where the term demon came from when the old language was being transferred over into the Old Testament. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to visit this channel. I welcome your thoughts, I welcome your opinions. If you have not seen the article and my findings on the frequency of spirit communication, you can look it up in the American Paranormal Magazine, the international version, which is where my article is at. It's in the international version. I will also include a link to that in the description below. It documents the testing that I've done in different situations. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much, and I will just see you maybe next week, if not next week, the following week. Alright, take care guys. Bye-bye.